Alright guys, so Toronto knife attack again today, and there's a couple articles that you'll find in all the mainstream media, but I wanted to make a video about this because we're seeing more of this here in Canada, and it's not something we are used to. And I think because we are living in an imposed multicultural state where basically we are told by the government that we're going to be multicultural no matter what and we better shut up about it, I want to make sure that as we grow into our multiculturalism, that we do remain aware of dangerous ideologies out there. So I was reading the article, and there's a couple of red flags in here that seem indicative that this could be jihad. Now, I don't know if it is jihad, it hasn't been confirmed, but there are some red flags in here. So the first red flag I'm going to tell you about in here is that it was an unprovoked attack. So if you look at what's been happening in the UK with their influx of Islamization, they are seeing a numerous amount of unprovoked knife attacks. So the second red flag I find in here is that they actually gave a description of the guy who did this, and they made sure to specify the guy was white. Now, if the guy was brown or black or blue or any of the protected minorities here in Canada, we would not have heard anything about the race. But because the guy was white, they had to put it in there. So thank you, CBC, for perpetrating even more hate against the white people. So they describe him as white, average build, short, dark hair, and full beard. Now, I just want to point out here that the Islam, which is the religion and / ideology responsible for jihad, they don't care about the color of your skin. Muslims doesn't, not only brown people are Muslims, not only black people are Muslims. Islam is an ideology, so you can be any race and be Muslim. So can we get that straight once and for all, so we can stop saying Islam is a race, or you're racist if you don't like the ideology of Islam? Anyways, that irritates me. And the last red flag we have in here is that the perpetrator, the white perpetrator, he actually went after the neck. So he tried to cut off the guy's head. So this is two teenage guys, and just a quick note on the two teenagers that were involved in this. So these were two guys who were getting off the bus after school and heading home. The one guy was attacked, and the guy put his arm around his neck, and then he tried to cut off his head. The second guy, the teenager, the other one who wasn't attacked, actually came to the defense of his buddy there. So real big kudos to that. I mean, it's got to be some scary stuff, and for this guy to have stuck around and tried to defend his buddy, huge kudos to you, whoever you are. That was a great job and a great act of valor, so very happy to see that in this situation. I hope the guy who got his neck slashed is going to recover. Poor guy, he's 15 years old. I mean, my God, this never happened in Canada before. What is like? So anyways, this is why I'm making this video, because when we see things like this, if we are going to be successful in our multiculturalism, we don't have a choice. We have to be successful, or else we're all going down. But we have to also be aware that there are some ideologies that are entering our country via this multiculturalism, and we have to question these ideologies. We have to keep our freedom to question these ideologies so that we are not further victimized by them. I'm concerned that this has to do with Islam, because there is a Quran passage that says smite their necks, so it's basically when you encounter an infidel or a non-Muslim, smite their necks. I believe it is Quran 47 verse 4. I've learned quite a bit of the Quran in the last few years, so I believe that's the passage, but I'll check it and I'll put it in the description, and I'll also put the article from the CBC and Global News and all that in the description below, so you can find all of that. But if we're going to be multicultural, we must question ideologies that are here to destroy us. Islam is not here to assimilate, and it is not here to coexist. It's here to dominate. It's here to take over. And that is the stated goal of Islam. The Muslim Brotherhood even said it. They're going to destroy America and Canada from within with our own hands. So this is how they're going to do it. And it's our job as citizens of our of our country to defend the values that we have here and to not let this all go to waste. Our government is not going to help us, and the mainstream media is going to hide most of this as much as they can if it is an act of jihad. So we have to be inquisitive, and we have to put the dots together ourselves so that we can see a bigger picture on all this. If this is an act of jihad, we are facing some serious problems here in Canada, and we are going to have to turn around and make sure that we fight for our values so that our values emerge as dominant and not the values of foreign cultures coming in here trying to impose on us a way of life that is not ours. So let's keep up the good fight. Pay attention when you see stuff like that. It could be jihad, and let's hope for the best. So talk to you later, guys.